what's up guys, Gave Productions here, and I know this is a pretty late review, but that's because I only got my hands on the Galaxy Buds Pros 3 weeks ago, but I've been using them ever since, and here are my thoughts and review of the Galaxy Buds Pro. So first, let's dive into design. The design of the Galaxy Buds Pros are pretty consistent with the Galaxy Buds of past, such as the Galaxy Buds Lives and the Galaxy Buds Plus and Galaxy Buds. They seem to have stuck with their own design philosophy and not copy Apple like many other competitors. The Galaxy Buds Pros apparently combine the design elements from both the Galaxy Buds Lives and the Galaxy Buds Plus. The silicone ear tips of the new Galaxy Buds Pros, which are obviously inspired from the Galaxy Buds Plus, do lead to a pretty good fit in the ear, and this helps prevent leakage of sound. I really like this phantom black color of my Galaxy Buds Pros. The glossy finish of the exterior of the earbuds do pick up some fingerprints, but overall, if it is clean, it does look pretty nice. The case design of the Galaxy Buds Pros are very similar to that of the Galaxy Buds Lives. I'm not sure if they're exactly the same, but the case of my Galaxy Buds Lives do fit on my Galaxy Buds Pro. And that's a good thing, because if the dimensions are similar or even the same, this would mean that manufacturers would be more willing to manufacture cases and skins for either the Galaxy Buds Lives or the Galaxy Buds Pros. All they have to do is rebrand their boxes to say that they are compatible with both the Galaxy Buds Lives and Galaxy Buds Pros. Next, let's talk about the fit of the Galaxy Buds Pros. The Galaxy Buds Pros do fit relatively similarly to the Galaxy Buds Plus due to that silicone ear tip that it has. However, the silicone ear wing is missing from the Galaxy Buds Pros, which was found on the Galaxy Buds up to the Buds Lives. This leads to a pretty interesting fit in the ear, as although the fit overall is pretty good and the seal is also pretty good, I did find an issue with the fit. The issue was when I was yawning or chewing food, the top of the Buds Pro would start to get loose from my ear, and eventually they would fall out of my ear. So this is definitely a thing to take note of. Also, I do want to mention the adjustment period of these earbuds on my ears. In the past, my left ear would take some time to get used to both the Galaxy Buds and the Galaxy Buds Lives. It was on average around 2 weeks before my left ear would stop hurting from using the Galaxy Buds and the Buds Lives. However, this time the adjustment period was on the right ear, where my right ear still hurts a bit from using the Galaxy Buds Pros even after about 3 weeks of usage, although it definitely is a lot less painful now than it was at the start. I do hope though that the adjustment period would end soon and that my ear would stop hurting from using the Galaxy Buds Pro. So next, let's talk about the battery life. So Samsung advertises a 5 hours of listening time with ANC on and 18 hours combined with the case. Without ANC, the Galaxy Buds Pro should last about 8 hours with 28 hours combined with the case. The total battery life of the Galaxy Buds Pro are therefore less than the Buds Lives by a bit, but not by a lot. For me personally, I don't use my buds for more than 5 hours on an end. I usually use it for about 2 to 3 hours, so the 5 hours of listening time on the Buds Pros never bothered me. What I did notice was that I did have to charge my Galaxy Buds Pro's case more often than the Galaxy Buds Lives. I would think it's about 1 to 2 times more a week. So that is definitely something to take note of, as it does mean that you would have to charge your Galaxy Buds Pro's case more often than maybe previous Galaxy Buds that you ever owned. But overall, I am pretty satisfied with the Galaxy Buds Pro's battery life, and even though I did have to charge my case once or twice more a week, in general it is no problem for me, and of course it will vary from user to user. Also, Samsung does mention that you can get about an hour of listening time out of the Galaxy Buds Pros with 5 minutes of charging in the case, which is a nice thing to have. So let's move on to one of the most important aspects of any wireless earbuds, and that is the microphone quality. So Samsung has been trying to consistently improve the microphone quality on their wireless earbuds from the Gear Icon X up to now the Galaxy Buds Pros, and that has been true for the most part, where I noticed that the microphone quality on the Galaxy Buds Pros are by far the best microphones that we ever had on any Galaxy Buds. They are the loudest and clearest, and so far their windshield technology that they have incorporated on these Buds Pros do work really well, surprisingly. I'll let you listen to a sample of me using the Galaxy Buds Pros microphones. So here is a test and sample of how the Galaxy Buds Pros microphones sound like. Currently I am sitting in my room, and there is some background noise coming from my window where there are children playing downstairs, and there is some wind noise from the ceiling fan that I have installed in my room. Do let me know down in the comment section how you feel about the Galaxy Buds Pro's microphone quality. So before diving down into sound and ANC of the Galaxy Buds Pros, I do want to mention some of its features as well as what you get for using the Galaxy Wearable app. So the Buds Pros no doubt come with a pretty heavy set of features. They are IPX7 water and dust resistant, which I think is overkill for a pair of non-swimming earbuds, but the extra protection is always good, as you can accidentally drop them in the sink if you're in the kitchen, or if you accidentally put them in your pants and you send them for washing, without the case of course, there is a very high chance that the Galaxy Buds Pros can survive the washing. As of writing this review, my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra updated to One UI 3.1, and so that means that I do now have access to 360 audio. 360 audio is Samsung's response to spatial audio for the Airpods Pro. How does it work? Well, essentially when you do face the phone screen head on, the audio remains about the same as whether 360 audio was on or off. If let's say you were to turn your head to the right, then most of the audio will remain on the left earbud, but now the audio on the right earbud is diminished, so it kind of feels as if like you're using your phone speakers without the earbuds at all. Personally, I'm not really a fan of 360 audio or spatial audio, as I feel that it is kind of weird in a sense, but if you do like it, then the feature is there for all users with One UI 3.1. Another feature of the app that I find particularly useful is Find My Earbuds. Essentially what it does is, in the name, it helps to find your earbuds if you do misplace them. So let's say you dropped your Phantom Black Galaxy Buds Pros in a dark place or behind the sofa or between your bed and the bed frame, and you have no idea where it is. Well, essentially, Find My Earbuds will help you to locate your earbuds by playing a really loud chirping sound, much louder than the maximum volume that you can set on your Galaxy Buds Pros. So although this won't help you to pinpoint an exact location where the Galaxy Buds Pros are, it will at least help you to sort of get an idea of where your buds may be. And so far, this feature has definitely saved my earbuds about 1 to 3 times on my old Galaxy Buds and Buds Live. So some other features that the app does contain are things like an equalizer, however not a full-fledged equalizer, it is more of a preset kind of equalizer. You can choose from a number of preset settings such as a bass boost, or a clear boost, or a dynamic boost, and personally I put mine on dynamic settings because that's what I did for my old Galaxy Buds and Buds Lives. Like previous Galaxy Buds, you can also change the touch and hold control for each earbud, and overall if you do decide to get the Galaxy Buds Pros, you should definitely download the Galaxy Wearable app as it does allow for much more control and functionality of your earbuds. Unfortunately for iOS users, the Galaxy Wearable app on the iPhone does not currently support the Galaxy Buds Pros, and I'm not really sure whether it even would in the future. One new cool feature I'd like to mention of the Galaxy Buds Pros is that new silicone ear tip design that Samsung has made for the Buds Pro. This time, the silicone ear tip is in this new ovacular shape, which is very similar to that of the AirPods Pro. Now, I'm not sure whether Samsung did this to copy the AirPods Pro, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt here that it wasn't for that purpose. But I'm not really so much interested in the shape of the ear tip, but more of what they put in the ear tip. As we all know, all Galaxy Buds, from the Buds all the way to the Buds Pros, have a metal mesh on the outside between the silicone ear tip and the buds to prevent any dirt or wax from falling in. However, I have had friends with Galaxy Buds where after a few months of usage, the buds may start to sound teeny or soft, and that is because earwax and dirt still fall between the small holes found on the metal mesh. And so the only way to really clean this safely was to bring it down to a service center where they would help you to either replace the metal mesh or get your buds cleaned. Now this was a very tedious process and it is costly on both ends. So what Samsung did this time around was to put a plastic mesh inside each silicone ear tip, and that's on top of the metal mesh that you find on the Galaxy Buds Pro. So now there are 2 levels of meshes to prevent any wax or dirt from falling all the way into the Galaxy Buds Pro. This means that if the plastic mesh on your ear tip does get dirty, all you have to do is remove the ear tip, give them a wash or clean them out, and you're good to go. You no longer have to send your earbuds down to a service center every time dirt fell into your Galaxy Buds Pro. Okay, so now let's talk about the sound quality of the Galaxy Buds Pros. And I think it's really easy to say that the Galaxy Buds Pros are definitely by far the best sounding pair of Galaxy Buds yet. But let's go more in depth into what that means. So I find that the Galaxy Buds Pros have a very good balance between being very consumer friendly, as well as appealing to that group of people who aren't exactly audiophiles but care quite a bit about their audio quality and music. I would say that I put myself in that category of people where I'm not really an audiophile, but I do enjoy high quality audio and music. There is a really good balance between the highs and the mids, but this time the bass of the Galaxy Buds Pros are much heavier as compared to the Galaxy Buds Lives and Buds Plus before them. This can probably be attributed to the new 2-speaker design of the Galaxy Buds Pros. Instead of one 12mm driver that we found on the Galaxy Buds Lives, this time there is an 11mm woofer for the bass and a 6.5mm tweeter in the Buds Pro. This leads to a more pronounced and deep bass, as well as noticeably more separation between the instruments and vocals due to the fact that there are now two speakers instead of one. Now, I'm not an audio expert and I don't have the tools to scientifically test the audio quality and response of these earbuds, but from my experience, I can confidently say that most people will not be disappointed. Now it's time to talk about the star feature of the Galaxy Buds Pros, and that is active noise cancelling, or ANC. Now this isn't the same kind of ANC that we got on the Galaxy Buds Lives, as the Galaxy Buds Lives ANC was kind of an open style ANC, which meant that it only blocked out a very specific amount of noise. This time we have a full isolating ANC due to the silicone ear tips helping to seal your ears. So what are my thoughts of this ANC and how good are they? Well, to summarize, the ANC definitely did impress me for a pair of wireless earbuds. I have a total of 4 ANC devices at home, and I'll say that the Buds Pro ranks second out of all the 4 devices I have. The first still being the Bose QC25s, followed by the Galaxy Buds Pros, then the Microsoft Surface Headphones 2, and then the Galaxy Buds Lives. And yes, I am ranking my Galaxy Buds Pros above the Surface Headphones 2. Somehow the ANC is just better in a way. So the ANC does what you expect it to do. It blocks out a lot of hums and noise that you find on public transport such as trains and buses and when you're in a car. And they also cancel out a lot more noise on the street than I expected from a pair of wireless earbuds. But that can probably also be due to the fact that I did not try any other wireless earbuds out there, not even the Airpods Pro or the Bose versions of a ANC styled wireless earbuds. Overall, from my experience, I'll say that the ANC on the Galaxy Buds Pros definitely do a good job, and I'm impressed by them. And now transitioning from ANC to the other end of the spectrum, let's talk about ambient sound mode. So ambient sound mode is kind of like anti-ANC. Essentially, instead of blocking out sound, it's supposed to let a lot of sound in. So what ambient sound mode does is that the external microphones pick up the audio from the surrounding and let you hear it by playing the audio internally. This allows you to be more clear of your environment, such as you can hear people talking or vehicles that are driving around you. But this isn't a new feature, it's a feature that we've seen on all Galaxy Buds before the Galaxy Buds Pros. But how good are they this time round? Well, when I first used the original Galaxy Buds, the ambient sound mode was pretty bad. It sounded really robotic and unnatural. However, I still found the feature pretty useful and used it from time to time. The Galaxy Buds Lives improved on this ambient sound mode, and it was the first time where I'll say a Galaxy Buds ambient sound mode started to sound pretty natural in my opinion. And this time, the Galaxy Buds Pros has definitely improved from the ambient sound mode of the Galaxy Buds Lives, and they are by far the best sounding, the clearest, and the most natural sounding ambient sound mode yet. This can also probably be attributed to the new windshield technology, which helps to reduce the wind sounds when you're using ambient sound mode. So instead of constantly hearing wind from just turning your head or walking, you do barely hear any of that wind noise anymore due to that windshield technology. And what ambient sound mode does allow for is a new feature on the Galaxy Buds Pros called Voice Detect. So how does Voice Detect work? Well, essentially, when you start speaking, the Galaxy Buds Pros will reduce your music volume, and then what it does is it will turn on ambient sound mode so you can hear your surroundings much more clearly. If you don't talk for more than about 5, 10 or 15 seconds depending on what you set it to be, the Galaxy Buds Pros will turn off Voice Detect mode, which means that your music will go back to original volume and the ambient sound mode will be turned off. In my usage, I did find Voice Detect to work really well, but I don't think it's a feature for me, as the moment you do start to hum a song or you sing along to the soundtrack that you're listening to, Voice Detect will kick on and then the music will die down and you can hear your environment much more clearly. And so this ended up being much more of an annoyance to me rather than of help, and therefore I turned off Voice Detect mode. However, if you are someone that doesn't hum a song or if you don't sing along to the song that you're listening to, then Voice Detect mode may actually work really well for you and you should definitely give it a try. Alright, so let's conclude about the Galaxy Buds Pros. In short, yes, the Galaxy Buds Pros are definitely worth a look at for any user who are looking for a pair of ANC wireless earbuds. At 308 SGD, they are only $9 more expensive than the AirPods with wireless charging case. In the US, the AirPods with wireless charging case and the Buds Pros do cost the same at $199 USD. If you are a Samsung user with One UI 3.1 and above, you really do have to consider the Galaxy Buds Pros as they do offer a lot for your money. If you are an Android user, then you should still strongly consider the Galaxy Buds Pros as you do have access to the Galaxy Wearable app and therefore most of the features that come with the Galaxy Buds Pros. If you are however an iOS user, then the decision for you is much more complicated. On one hand, even though you do lack many features that people would have with the Galaxy Wearable app and a One UI 3.1 device, the base features of the Galaxy Buds Pros are still really appealing, such as the IPX7 water and dust resistance, a wireless charging case, ANC, the windshield technology. There are just so many things of the Galaxy Buds Pros that are still definitely worth a look at. However, as an iOS user, you'd probably be more inclined to get something like a pair of AirPods or AirPods Pro due to the integration into the Apple ecosystem and, things like lightning charging. However, as a whole, for $199 USD, these Buds Pros have great sound and ANC for any pair of wireless earbuds, these small, and decent battery life as well as a whole lot of features for any Android user and especially One UI 3 users out there. Anyways, that's been it. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up, and if you disliked it, do give it a thumbs down. And let me know down in the comment section below what you'd like to see next and what I can do to further improve my YouTube videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.